Talk
I
to
got
me.
big cash right here.
Didn't I say it worth? Didn't I say it worth the
So my is paid off, baby. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Eddie here. Welcome back to the experience. And for today's video, you already know the vibes. Your boy got his jersey on. RIP to one of the GOATs, Kobe Bryant, one of the pioneers of the game, one of the best of the best, next to Michael Jordan, of course. So as you see, we're gonna get right into the video. So getting right into it, we have the all-black Kobe box with his logo on it as well as his signature. Then when we go to this side of the box, we have the label. And the label reads as Kobe 6 Protro, Green Apple, Black Volt, Crimson, Vert Pomme, Volt, Cremosi, and Noir, aka the Kobe 6 Grinch. So now when we open the box, we have our standard white tissue paper. And then we have our beautiful shoes. So as you can see here, I went straight into the red laces. It comes with a normal standard Volt laces, but I took those right off just to put on them crimson laces because, come on, who's gonna wear them with those laces? And now when we put the shoes together, look how clean they are. Oh my goodness. So not even to go into a brief history of the shoe, but just, on a personal note, I really wanted these in Christmas of 2010, but I was not able to secure them. However, the next year I was able to secure the Kobe 7 Christmases right here, aka the Kobe 7 Cheetahs. And as you guys can see here, they're beat up. I've played ball in them, wore them for style, and a whole lot of things. So, I'm happy I was able to get these. And now I'm happy I have these. These are such a grail to me. Obviously the Kobe 6 is such a beautiful model. I mean, to me, the 5, 6, 7, and 10 are probably my favorite Kobe's, and just for review purposes, I'm just gonna bring up the 5s as well. So these I was able to get this year. This is the Kobe 5 Protro Big Stage. So as you guys can see here, there's kind of a parallel between all of these models right here. So really, Kobe was the type of guy, as you guys can see, there's a parallel within the shoes because he really liked low-top shoes. And that's a big inspiration to the fact that Kobe did like soccer. He was born in Philly, but he was also raised in Italy when he was a little older. So that's where I think he got his inspiration from. And if you look it up, you can see that Kobe was playing soccer with some of the Barcelona players. I think he was an investor, or just the fact that they're sponsored by Nike as well. But anyways, getting back into these shoes, I really like the fact that they are low top because they do remind me of soccer cleats. If you look at how smooth the shape is all around and how low cut it is, it's very straight and to the point. But anyways, going back into the details of the shoe now, you can see that there's a lot of scales on this upper of the Kobe 6. And that is due to the fact that, he's a black mamba. So we're kind of giving scales on the shoe to kind of commemorate that. Now when we go to the back of the shoe, where we have our heel, we have Kobe's signature right there. Then following back around, we have our Nike Zoom on the underfoot right here. So when you look at the underfoot right here, we have our Nike Zoom sign right here, but all of this should be Zoom. There was some drawback on the Kobe 5s because it did say Zoom on the Kobe 5s, but people were saying how it wasn't throughout the whole foot. I'm not sure about these. I haven't heard anything negative about the 6s yet because these were the only 6s to drop, and they'll probably drop more throughout the year. But to me, it's very comfortable. You definitely feel that bounciness and cushioning from the Zoom. So we'll see what happens there. Now when we go onto the tongue, we have this kind of mesh tongue, and then going all the way up to it, we have our Kobe logo right there. And then one of my favorite parts about this shoe is that the insoles actually mold to your feet. And when I take this out, you're gonna see.
346 minutes later.
So I just tried for like 2 minutes to take out the insole, but it's pretty glued in there. So I'm just gonna show you guys from the inside of the shoe. So it says mold to my foot, 24. And then when we look at the bottom now, on the outsole, it might be a little worn because I definitely wore these already. We have our same bottom with a carbon fiber plate as well as Kobe's logo right there. Then a final detail that I caught on this shoe is when you look at here, you probably won't be able to catch it on the camera because it's semi-translucent. It says phenomenon. So instead of phenomenon, you know, it's a play on the Black Mamba, phenomenon. So that's what it says on here. And some personal opinions, these are obviously personal for me. I already switched out to the red laces, like how Kobe wore them on his Christmas game. Very comfortable shoe. If you get to snag one, definitely try to get a pair. I do not, recommend buying them for resale, but if that's your only choice, definitely get them now because, in like a year or two, they're gonna be $1,000 shoes. So luckily for me, I was able to hit on the sneakers app and I was so happy. Like I should have recorded that. I was just jumping around. It was the day before Christmas, so definitely the Grinch did not steal Christmas from me. I got my Grinches, all right? Other than that, guys, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to share with your friends and family. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.